McCain surrogate and Minnesota Governor Tim Pawlenty. Hi, Governor.
Hey, Megan, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. All right, that's the question. You know, we hear from conservatives all the time that they are sick of the velvet glove treatment. They want the gloves to come off, and they want him to let Obama have it once and for all on heirs and right. McCain reportedly reluctant to do so. What do you think he should do?
Well, Megan, the heirs issue through the campaign and through the media and otherwise has come up over the last couple of weeks. But tonight you're going to see Senator McCain focused on the bread and butter issues concerning most Americans. And, of course, that's the economy and jobs and the like. This election is going to be decided by that last 5 or 10% of swing voters or independent voters. Their number one concern overwhelmingly is the economy. And he needs to speak from his heart and his gut on those issues tonight. And he will, as you'll see.
There's no question he's going to talk about the economy. He's not going to have any choice. That's one of the subjects of the evening. But my question is, does he go after Obama on heirs and right?
You know, he's brought that up, and I don't think you're going to see him get into that in any detail tonight or any dramatic way tonight. He's brought it up over the last week, as has the campaign and the media. It's not like that's a mystery at this point. He has said he thinks Barack Obama should be forthcoming and honest about that. But again, for the folks who are going to decide this election, that last group of undecided voters, they want to hear about the economy, and they need to hear about the economy, as does the country. And that's what Senator McCain is going to be talking about. His proposal from yesterday about allowing people to withdraw their money from 401ks if they need it over the age of 59 without penalties, tax breaks on capital gains, not taxing unemployment insurance, and down the list. Those are the kinds of things that Americans who are worried and hurting want to hear.
Governor McCain has essentially laid out his economic plan, and it really hasn't moved him much in the polls. Many analysts saying he has to draw blood tonight somehow, whether it's on heirs, right, the economy, what have you. He has to land some serious blows. He needs to have a game-changing moment. Either that or Barack Obama has to implode. How does John McCain do that?
Well, he has to be John McCain. He has to be bold. He has to be authentic. He has to be a reformer. He has to be a maverick. He has to talk about government accountability in the context of the economic needs of the country. He will do that. But, Megan, please keep in mind, for those of us who are conservatives, it makes us feel good when he talks about, you know, heirs or the like. But this election is going to be decided by those people who haven't yet made up their mind. And, of course, the polling shows their main concern overwhelmingly is the economy. So that has to be front and center.
But, you know, the problem for John McCain is that he's gone down in the polls with the independents. So whatever he's been doing over the past couple of weeks, Governor, doesn't seem to be working. The message he is bringing, for whatever reason, does not seem to be resonating. The question for you, as a guy who wants to see him get into office, is how on earth does he swing that pendulum back?
Well, but in due respect to the question and to the premise behind the question, the Bill Ayers question has been aired over the last 2 weeks, over the last 10 days as well. I don't think there's many people in the country who haven't heard about that yet. And again, I'm not saying that it hasn't been disregarded. He's brought it up repeatedly, and the press has brought it up repeatedly. So I think people are on notice that Barack Obama's political career was launched in the living room of a former terrorist, a domestic terrorist, unrepentant, Bill Ayers. That has been aired out over the last week or two. But again, for those folks who are hurting, they want to hear about the economy, and particularly the ticket splitters, undecided swing voters who are going to make up this election. John McCain's going to speak to that tonight, and he needs to. That's what the country's focused on.
Yeah. Well, it all happens just a few hours. Can't wait. Governor Pawlenty, I know you'll be there. You're there now. Thanks so much for sharing your thoughts on it with us.
Okay. Thank you.